Students, we are discussing the production of food from the plants. Today class, we are going to discuss a third method. So what is the first method? Preparing the soil. In last class we discussed sowing of the seeds, sowing the seeds. And different types of sowing of seeds also we discussed. Seed drills, what is seed drills, how farmers will select the quality of seeds. In today's class we are going to discuss applying manure and pesticides, third step. Applying manure and pesticides. So, along with the crops, while they are sowing the seeds, they will add some manures. So they are very useful for the plants growing, strengthen of the plants to provide nutrition to the plants. Once the crops started growing, they will use different types of pesticides. What is the use of these pesticides? What is the disadvantages of pesticides? So in textbook they have given some tables. So today homework, crops and diseases. Crops and diseases, page number 126. So table 7, you have to fill these tables. And there are some questions is there. You have to write the questions. You can refer from the workbook also. So table 7, name of the farmers, crops grown in the fields, observed disease. So what disease observed? Name of the pesticides they use to destroy the diseases. And the result, what is the remarks? This table you have to fill. And some questions is there, I am reading. Do all the farmers use the same pesticides for the crops, same crops? Do all the farmers use same pesticides for the same crops? Yes or no? You have to write. Is there any disease that you find common to all fields? Is there any disease? Is there? You can find out the common disease for all the fields. Where do they buy pesticides? Where farmers buy pesticides? What are the appliances used to spray pesticides? How they will spray the pesticides? What are the appliances they will use? Did you find any other living organisms dying along with pesticide due to pesticides? What are they? We will stop here and discuss. While they are using pesticides, is there any other organisms is dying along with the insects? Yes. The answer is yes. While they are spraying pesticides on the crops, these pesticides, when the birds comes and eats insects on this crop, the bird is contaminated with the pesticides. These birds started eating along with the insects and the pesticides. When they accumulated in their body, after a few hours they are dying. Useful microorganisms is present in the soil. When they spray pesticides, this dangerous chemicals destroying the useful microorganisms present in the soil. Earthworms is dying, honeybees is dying, butterflies is dying. There are so many birds, animals are destroying because of using more pesticides. When the farmers using one times, if the insect is not destroying or killing, they will use a more concentration of pesticides. When they are using more concentration of pesticides, it will affecting on the other organisms, on the environment, on the animals present in the environment, on the birds, on the microorganisms, on the insects. That's why nowadays we are going to, the birds number is going to decrease because of using pesticides. Soil pollution, land pollution, water pollution, every pollution is going to take place because of using more pesticides. Unwisely they are using. So they don't know. You have to write this table. Next tables. Activity 10. Another one is identification of pest. Identification of pest. Table 8. Other homeworks. Characteristics, leaves and stem. What are the characteristics of the leaves? How the stem is there? Tilted leaves. The leaves are tilted or rolled leaves is there. You have to tick it. Spot appears on the leaves. What is the color of the leaves? If any disease occurs, the leaf color will be converted. So it will become a black, yellow or some else colors. Fleshy spots, powdery spots is there. Caterpillars is there on the leaves. Scars is there. Worms is there. Any other problems is there in the leaves. You have to write these tables. Also some questions is there below. Do all the leaves of plants have spots? Have you observed any different types of plants? Like lemon plants, neem plants you observe? Nimmakaయ ఎప్పుడైనా observe చేసిన దానిపైన అంత dark colored black dots ఉంటాయి. Those are nothing but diseases. Have you observed like citrus cankerous fruits? Have you observed like పొగాకు ఎప్పుడైనా observe చేశారా? దానిపైన dots. These are nothing but diseases. Draw the leaf with a spot, with those spots. What is the reason for the leaves which have cutting edges? Have you observed some leaves are cutted in the edges? The design is like that? No. Some insects started eating that leaves, they damage the leaves. Do you find tilted leaves with insects? How are they formed? How are the insects are formed? Rice తీసుకొని close చేసి పెట్టు 1 month without moving. You can see some insects. పురుగులు వచ్చేస్తాయి ఎక్కడి నుంచి? Already their breed was there inside the rice. When you dry it properly in the sunlight, they will destroy. Otherwise, they will start growing in the wet. Are the scars of the stems are same as spots on the leaves? You have to fill these tables and you have to write this questions. Today homework, this is about the applying manure and pesticides. The most important 4 marks questions is there in our textbooks. One I will explain about this. So there are some diseases there. You have to look at the pictures about the diseases. Tika disease, virus on the paddy, so many like bacteria, fungi and algae diseases there. So there are so many information is there given. It's not required. But the most important 4 marks question is this: write the differences between the chemical fertilizers and natural fertilizers. Write the differences between the chemical fertilizers and the natural fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers they have given on bag. So 2510, that is not a date. 2510 is not a date, but that is the percentage of NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. In the bag of chemical fertilization, they will give the percentage of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium percentage. So I will read once this tables. Difference between the chemical fertilizers and natural fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers made by the inorganic salts. Natural fertilizers they are made by the decomposition of plants and animals. Decomposition of plants and animals. In villages, they will dig a small hole. In the small hole, a small pit, they will throw the waste materials, animal dung, vegetable peels, papers, everything, the grass, dry grass, everything they will throw in the pit. After a few months and 1 year, that waste materials will be converted into natural manure. Chemical fertilizers, these are prepared by in factories, but natural fertilizers prepared in open places or on composite pits in the villages. Humus is not decomposed in the soil in chemicals. Decomposed of humus layers is found in the soils. More amount of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Less amount of nitrogen and phosphorus. Decrease the health of the soil, increase the health of the soil. This is about difference between chemical fertilizers and natural fertilizers. Which one is the best one? Decrease the soil fertility, increase the soil fertility. Prepared in homes, prepared in factory. Inorganic salts, natural manures. So the best one is natural manures. So you have to write the 4 marks question. 2 marks question they will ask the difference between the chemical and natural manures. Okay, today homework. So 2 table. So you can refer or you can write your own. You can fill these 2 tables. So 2 tables, table 7 and table 8. It's based on activity. That's why this explanation is not there. You have to do it. So then only you get the information. Or else you can get information from the Google also. No problems. You can ask anybody. You can search in Google. You can refer any books. So table 1 it talks about the crops and disease. Table 8 talks about identification of the pest. And the last is the difference between the chemical fertilizers and the natural fertilizers. Okay? Thank you, students.